It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Once upon a time in New Jersey, there was a company called Newark Nut Company. Now, this was founded back in 1929, little small shop, and this whole purpose was really to sell nuts to local companies. Can you imagine that? I mean, local folks in the area, by the way. And then you fast forward. That was 94 years ago. And today, that same company that started as a little small mom and pop shop, very humble company, now is a global snack nuts company, providing different nuts, different variety all over the world. But here's the question. How did it survive all the competition? How did it survive all of the challenges? How did it survive the challenges from online, offline to going online over the years? And how did it really change its sales strategy? See, there were a couple things that took place. First, the company was held very near and dear with just the family. So the family was in total control. Now, here's what took place. Here recently, the grandson decided, you know what, we're going to hire someone on the outside. And isn't that how life is sometimes? Sometimes you can do everything inside and it works. But you've heard this before, but it's so true. It's often hard to see the picture when you're in the frame. And they say, you know what, we need some fresh ideas. We've got to compete. The whole world is shifting. We have to shift as well. We also have to take a look at shifting our sales strategy as we're doing this as well. So one of the things they did is they went and hired someone on the outside. They brought her in. And as a result, here's something that took place interesting. Here's what I want you to hear. They already had over 1 million customers. But from 2019, just about the pandemic, from 2019 to where we are today, they've doubled their sales. Now, a number of folks talk about doubling their sales. They read books about doubling their sales. They go to seminars and watch videos on doubling their sales. But not many companies been around for 94 years actually double their sales. One of the things they did is they changed their sales strategy. And they said, you know what? We're going to now offer a variety of snacks, and we're going to do things a little bit differently. Now, this is all about sales leadership. First, nuts.com. So they made a huge investment. Nuts.com is their company's name, and that kind of cool, by the way. And they decided, you know what? We're going to focus on nuts for gifts. We're going to focus on nuts going business to business, and we're going to explore getting back into the retail segment, although we don't own any retail stores. We've done really, really well online, but how do we shift that now? How do we, in the words of the founder, or not founder, of the president, she said, how do I throw gasoline on the fire so I can keep the engine going? Woo, what a tall order. Imagine that as a CEO. So one of the things they decided to do is they said, okay, we see the online trend going with grocery stores, and a number of folks now just ordering stuff right online. What if we collaborated? Number one. So they did that. Number two, what if we found partnerships? So the brand that they have is pretty colorful. My wife loves it, by the way. I have little cartoons all on it. And they made it much more appealing to the person that was shopping online. Imagine that. Nuts, by the way. I can't believe this. And as a result of a good sales strategy, as a result of a sales system, as a result of sales funnels, now the company is even pushed out, and now sales are continuing to skyrocket. And then they have a last sales strategy they're going to use, which is said, you know what? Maybe we don't have to be in the retail store. What if we implement a sales strategy for pop-ups? Now, it's not a new idea, but will it continue to drive growth, drive revenue, and extend our brand while giving folks what they want, which are nuts. That's why it's called nuts.com. I know it's kind of crazy. But anyway, what's my big takeaway for you as a CEO this morning? It's twofold. And we can duplicate exactly what Nuts has done. Number one is all about having a sales system that includes a collaboration and a partnership. Those are two different things. I don't have time to do that. You can follow me in a few moments. But you have a collaboration going on, and then you have a true partnership. In doing those two things together while solving a problem within their sales funnels, which is what it takes right now, they're able to be the juggernaut that we know today, nuts.com. With that being said, you do that, and I know for 100% certainty, you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. And every morning we get started, we like to get started the exact same way, which is with our mantra. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, I know I say that every single morning. You might say, Shay, every episode, every time I hear you, every time we get together, that's your number one mantra. Yes, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. But I want you to hear the why. And the why is, without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. So the point I want to make is that selling is serious business. So repeat after me right now. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Well, we got sales is always more money going out than there is coming in. And then second, our pledge that we make every single morning from the CEO to our sales department. And as a CEO, our responsibility to the sales department is really to do three things. We got to provide the sales department with the resources it needs. Yes, check that. We got to provide with the people that it needs to do it. Maybe you are the only person on the sales team. And then we also have to provide the processes. So here's the pledge we make as a CEO. I will learn, earn, and return. Repeat after me these words right now. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. You do that, oh man, it makes a difference. And then every single morning we love to go over our objectives, and our objectives are threefold. Number one is about sales progress. Number two is about addressing any roadblocks. We get together to understand that, hey, it's not going to be easy. There's some roadblocks, just like we talked about in the case study. And then number three, it's about to implement the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. And those 5 sales pillars are, you must have a one-page sales plan. Got it. You must, this is sales pillar number 2, understand your sales cycle. 3, you must have a sales message that resonates, solves a problem. Number 4, you must understand your numbers, and that's what the CEO sales dashboard is about. We're going to get into that in a moment. And number 5, you must have a 7-figure sales team. How do you get to 7 figures? You have a 7-figure freaking sales team. I mean, that's how you get there. That's the answer, by the way. Then people always say, well, Shane, what's the outcome? Well, before I do that, for those folks that are watching and you're online right now, do me a favor. You can look right below the video, and put hashtag I'm here. Just let me know you checked in. I mean, you're checking in. This is what you're about. And it's not about checking in like it's like an old school. It's about, hey, I'm here. I'm with my sales team. And for those folks that are watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Maybe you can't be here every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm in your ears right now. Maybe you listen to the podcast. Maybe you're on demand on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube Live, or one of our syndicated platforms. We appreciate you, by the way, but you're in the conversation. You keep doing what you're doing, by the way. And so you might say, okay, Shay, take a moment and share with us, if you would, what's the big why? Well, CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So I know you already know how to sell. I know you're already amazing. You're already incredible. Now the question is, how do I do it faster? So this is all about our big why. Our big why is about sales growth, accountability, and consistency. And here's the cool thing. We only ask for 15 minutes a day. So there are 1,440 minutes in every day, never 1,441. And all we ask is you show up during that time and you focus on the one area, which is sales, which will really change the trajectory of your business. And you be consistent, by the way. Now, the number one challenge folks had is, Shay, I hear you loud and clear. I want to get to $100,000. Got it. A month over and beyond whatever I'm earning today. And for some of you, you got to double that number. 100,000 doesn't even excite you. For others, it's a lot of excitement. I get it. So some of you are different places, different spaces. But here's the point that I want to make. In order to do that, we had to create something that you could track. One of our core philosophies of the sales department, and I suggest you adopt this, is that what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So if the question was asked, how do I even 10x my revenue? How do I double my revenue? The question is, what are you measuring? And when you measure the indicators, you're able to manage it. We're able to manage it. It gets better. So we're going to take a moment now. If you haven't already downloaded the CEO dashboard, head over right now and download the CEO sales dashboard. I'm going to show it to you in a moment. You can go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Again, www.ceosalesdashboard.com. And we're going to look at 5 categories: leads, leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, that's all you got to focus on. You just got to focus on that. And you're gonna plug the numbers in. Now, if you don't do it, it's okay. Have your assistant do it. If you don't have an assistant, go online and hire someone. And their only job is to put the numbers in here so when you show up, you can look at it as the CEO. Now, I'm not asking you to do something you're not maybe already doing, but maybe you're not doing it for the sales department. Maybe you're doing it for every other indicator in your business. You know it to its core. But for whatever reason, the sales department, it's one that you just don't have it. It didn't exist. We created it. So let's take a look at it now. Do me a favor, open it up now. If you don't have it, you can open it up. It's going to look something just like this. And this is your CEO sales dashboard. And today you're going to go across the top. You're going to find today's date. And this is an Excel sheet. You can modify it. You can change it. You can work with it how you have to work with it. I understand that. And then once you get there, I want you to take a look and go to today's date and come down to just appointments. And I want you to take a look at yesterday's results. And the numbers are what the numbers are. We're not going to beat ourselves up. We're not going to do that. But we're going to at least look at what they are. How many appointments were set yesterday? If the answer is 0, put 0. How many appointments did the sales team run yesterday? If the answer is 0, put 0. And if you did run, let's say you ran 10 appointments yesterday as a sales team, you ran 10 appointments. There might be a certain percentage of those folks who ran appointments that it was really all about one-to-one. And for others that ran appointments, maybe it was about one-to-many. And so there's a number there. So here's what we know. Nothing happens without an appointment. Even if you set an appointment to collaborate, one of my favorite things to do is I love setting appointments just to collaborate, just to get together with other folks and talk about how we could partner, how we could work together. Here's the philosophy. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. If you hear me and you're here every single morning, I want you to act like you heard me for the very first time and say, Shay, I'm all in. And for those folks that download the CEO Sales Dashboard, do me a favor. Drop me a DM over at I am Jay Brown and just say CEO Dashboard. Just put CEO Sales Dashboard. Put that in there right now. You've downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard. You put the numbers in. You understand what gets measured, gets managed. What gets managed gets better. If you have a better system, say, Shay, I'm using this system. Shay, this works for me. Then share it, and we'll share it with the network. But right now, I don't know of another place you can go to and focus on just 5 indicators that will shift the trajectory of your entire company. And this comes from working with many business owners, I don't know, tens of thousands by now, countless studies and mentors who took us to where we are now. So with that being said, now we're going to move on to our next segment because we're not going to beat ourselves up. We don't show up every day just to beat ourselves up. We're going to celebrate any wins. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So we're going to focus on 3 questions. Go ahead and put these 3 questions down right now. Answer these 3 questions. What are you most proud of? What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? This is for the sales department, not your life, not your health, not your relationships, not how you're feeling, just in your sales department. And then what do you want to brag about? Like if I could bring you on today and you could just brag and say, Shay, this is what we're doing, man. This is amazing. This is incredible. What would it be? Seriously, I would love to know. So we're gonna look at that. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus, and we're not gonna sit back and say everything is rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. No. We've got another segment. We do it every morning. The segment is overcoming obstacles or hurdles, is what we call it, and it's very important. So I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? What's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would change and shift the trajectory of your business? For many of you, it's CEO Sales Dashboard. For many of us, continue to show up. For many of us, being in this type of conversation that we're in right now, this is the answer. This is your time. This is your moment. You're ready for it. And I'm really excited for you. So with that being said, we'll move. Our next segment is the message of the day. The message of the day is what gets measured gets managed. And I want you to take a moment today just in the sales department and focus on one area. Because I always say if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Take one of those categories. And then I want you to focus on looking at the results and measuring it and tracking it. And show up every single day. Drop me a note if you haven't over at I am Shay Brown. Just put CEO Sales Dashboard. CEO Sales Dashboard. That's the bat signal that you're measuring the sales department. So you as a CEO can do 3 things. You can give the sales department the sales process that it needs. You can give the sales department the people that it needs, even if it's you right now, by the way, or you have a team, and you can give the sales process the resources that it needs. You do that, and I promise you will see your sales go up, up, up and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you as the host of the CEO Sales Huddle, to be in your living room or on your iPad or on your tablet or on your watch or on your phone, just broadcasting to you right now online. I'll see you tomorrow. Make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace. We out.